So hi Shah Rukh, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Deepthi.
It's so, like I said, it's raised mania everywhere. People are going crazy with the film.
Yeah, I'm so
So
glad.
what are you hearing?
When a movie releases, you are just relieved and you feel happy that it's all done well. But the kind of reaction I'm getting from everywhere, I don't follow too many things, but whatever little I understand from people and stuff, I'm so happy that everybody seems to be loving the film right now. And it's a different kind of film. One was a little more wary that how will it be accepted. It's not a complete, regular film. It's about a bad person, etc. So it's very nice that everybody's loving and dancing and screaming in the halls.
People are loving you in that grey shaded role, which you have done after a long, long time.
Yeah, it is. It is a little different from what I've ever done. It's a gangster film. I've never done a gangster film. Even Baazigar and Dar were more, obsessive lover or revenge film. This is a pure gangster film. So yes, I've never done something like this. And when it's new and liked so much, then you're happier.
What's that race mean? This term. Of course, it's your name in the film, but
yeah, race actually means to be benevolent, to be of a person who looks after everyone, who's giving by nature. Race doesn't mean rich. I think most people think it means rich, but race actually means you're rich from the heart, not just financially.
Good. So what's your promotional plan?
No, nothing. I think today we have to shoot. I'm shooting a film, Imtiaz Ali's, but more than promotional, I think now we'll just celebrate the success of Race. So I think Monday we'll all get together and have a party.
So you want to travel across the nation now?
We might go to places. There are some places we could not visit because we were all very busy at the end of the film. And if I have a few days off, which I think I have, then we'll go and see how people are reacting. Because it's always nice to see how people are reacting to a film which is liked.
It's good to see you making frequent visits to Hyderabad.
Yeah,
so is it just
nice.
because you want a promotion or also because you're half Hyderabadi?
No. Promotion is an excuse to visit places and be with people who love you. I always think so, because otherwise I don't get an opportunity. I think most of the time I'm working in a studio, and when a movie is releasing, these are the only times that I can go and meet people personally. So it's nice to be in Hyderabad.
So could you see a bit of Hyderabad now?
I hardly get a chance. I always spend time with you.
With the media? We're fortunate then. So how was the train journey from Delhi to Mumbai? The journey after 25 years, I believe?
Yeah, and must have been a long time. I don't know exact years. But such a long journey, yes. I don't think I've otherwise also done such a long journey, even when I traveled in the train earlier. Maybe Delhi, Jaipur, Delhi, Agra. So it was nice. It was nice to see how much difference there is in, the way trains have changed over the years. Much cleaner and air-conditioned, and it was really nice.
So how's your family enjoying the success? I believe your son Abram watched the film twice.
I think they had a trial at home. I wasn't in town. So my wife told me that Abram was really dancing, and then yesterday I think we were at home and suddenly he called, and we were just made to realize that he's watching it again alone. He's sitting with some people in the house and watching the movie. I don't know what he understands, but I think he enjoys the music and he likes me watching It's My Papa and stuff like that.
One thing is for sure, with every single film, Shah Rukh evolves as a better actor. Is that factor something that constantly runs on your mind when you take a script?
I hope so. I can't genuinely sit down and think that I'm, some roles are such that you can make a character out of it which is different. Some roles are very clear, you have to play it like a regular hero in a film. So if I can get a mix, or I'm fortunate enough sometimes I get a film like Fan or say Dear Zindagi, it's all in the making. So if I get an opportunity, good. Unfortunately, I'm someone who can't sit down and wait for the only good role which gets into the acting zone the whole year. So I'm a little restless. So sometimes I'm, saying, okay, even if this is not perhaps the one which will make me evolve as an actor, at least as a film it is a good film, so let me just participate in it. But yeah, like the next two films, I think Imtiaz Ali's film is very interesting, and Anand Rai's film where I play a dwarf. I think those will be interesting as actors. They are very interesting as actors.
So 25 years in the industry, such a successful and long-standing career. Do you think it's all hard-earned, or you have been fortunate enough also to get such good films?
No, I think it's a you have to work hard, I think, but everybody works hard. I'm not the only one. But I think two factors play a very important role. One is the kind of films you get, of course, and the people who work with you. I think the people who make films with you are very important. You know, the producers, the directors, actors, actresses. So I think in 25 years, I think I must have done about 60 films or 65 films. And most of the people who've made films with me, they've been really good filmmakers. And I think the second aspect is how the audience takes you. I think that's even more important because, you know, whether it's overseas, or whether it's down south, whether it's, you know, the western part of India, eastern part of India, even besides the language barrier of a Hindi film, you know, people seem to be loving what I'm doing mostly. You know, so it's quite a big thing that you have second or third generation of people loving you. Day before yesterday, I was in a public place and I had ladies coming in saying, you know, my daughter's daughter is in love with you. She's only 3 years old. So yeah, it's 2 or 3 generations of people loving you, which you don't even realize, you know, really. Like now, when I have a 3-year-old son, I realize I've been in the industry for, you know, second generation people to have children too. So it's very heartening.
People shower so much of love and affection towards you when they call you Baazigar, King of Bollywood, King Khan. How do they sound to you?
You know, it's humbling. I'll be very honest. I've never taken those names seriously. I just believe it's their way of expressing things. Or sometimes they use a title of the film. And I think Baazigar stuck because I'd done a movie called Baazigar. And it's nice that I think when people love you, they give you nicknames. So these are many nicknames that I've got. But having said that, for me, I think the important part is wake up in the morning and, you know, go and work. There is nothing more important than trying to make it better every year. I can sometimes, you know, my family and friends say, oh, you can just sit back, relax. Why don't you take some time off? Why are you always wanting to? I just feel I have within me to want to work harder and try and do things that, you know, every time is new and people like it. I just can't stop. So the names and the love people shower upon me makes me want to work harder.
There was the time when you ruled at the box office. There was also a period when your films failed at the box office also. So there were peaks and dips in your career. Are you a kind of person who remains untouched with the result of the film, or do you get affected?
I think, you know, every film has its own fate. And you're right, yes, I've had films which have failed miserably at the box office. And it breaks my heart because I just feel that I've let down so many people who are wanting to watch my film, you know, because like say for Race now, everybody comes rushing to see my film when it opens. And then my heart breaks that I have let them down. As an actor, I know sometimes I try new things, like say Fan, etc. And I hope it'll work. And I know, you know, it's not regular cinema, it's different. It doesn't have songs, it doesn't have a heroine, and I'm hoping I still pull it off. But it saddens me to know that a lot of people have so much faith in my entertainment, and for whatever reason, you know, I let them down. And it's not the numbers at the box office. Box office numbers are only a reflection of how many people come to see the film, or how many people like the film, you know, how many people saw the film second time. It's just a reflection of that. So when you have low numbers, I realized lots of people didn't like the film, you know, so then that saddens me that I've let down an audience of 25 years who love me so much.
But at the end of the day, do you also carry the feeling that you have really done a good attempt? You've done an experiment? I've
never been dishonest with any film I've done. The reason I do films is to tell a new story every time. Of course, there are some commercial films. They'll be exactly like the, you know, there's a hero, he'll meet a heroine, there'll be a villain. I do those also.
The regular format also.
Yeah, there's a regular format also. But I feel I've tried my best to offer a mix of new kind of cinema. And yeah, when the new kind fails, that's very disheartening because it kind of makes you feel, oh, this one didn't reach out to as many people and change how people look at cinema. And like for example, when Race reaches out to people, then I'm very happy because it is a different kind of cinema. It's not regular. Then you feel very encouraged and you feel happy. The happiness is double. There is not a regular format and still people are loving it like a regular film. It has substance, it has some feeling, there's some enactment, it's shot by a very interesting director. That makes you feel nicer.
But at any point, did you ever feel that any film of yours was a mistake? Because everybody does mistakes, so does SRK, but...
No, I've never felt... I stand for every film that I've done. There is no film in my career which I've done for any other reason, but to hope that it will make people happy and, you know, make me happy also as an actor. So, no, I don't think so. There's been any film which has been a mistake. Yes, there might have been mistakes in budgeting a film, might be over budget and stuff like that when you're producing it. But personally, as a star and actor, no, I don't think I stand by every film that I've done.
But mistakes only help you to better yourself as an actor, as a person?
You know, in creative field, I don't think you can make that call, because it's a creative field. So even in some films, if you're going by the reflection of what happened, and if people didn't like it, does not mean that your creativity was bad. It's just that creativity was not liked by too many people. It's not something that, it's a song. You like one song, I like one song. Does not make either of the song bad or worse than the other. It's a choice. It's a matter of choice. So maybe my choice didn't match with lots of people. So it's not something that you can better. In production, yes, you can control it. But as an actor, I think you have to say, I tried something new. I should not be discouraged to try something new again, because it's always better to fail trying a new thing than succeed by doing what is a set format time and again because you're scared to try a new thing.
At any point, do you compare yourself with your contemporaries in terms of the kind of films being made or the stories being dealt with?
I think every actor and actress gets attracted to the kind of stories they tell, if they have the choice. Some actors don't have choice. But when you're talking about stars who have choices, I think the attraction to the cinema is somewhere personality driven. You kind of like to tell a story like this. I come from theatre. So for me, the more important part is a different kind of a character, not necessarily following what works for me also, or what works for the audience. So there is no comparison. I'm happy when people are doing good films. Some films make you feel really happy, whether you are in them or not. And some films even if they are very big successes, perhaps I'm not made for it as a creative person. So you don't compare yourself, but you're happy when somebody makes a good film. And you're also okay if somebody's made a very big and good film, but you can't be part of it by your mindset.
You've been witnessing the several changes that Indian cinema is undergoing. Once it was graphics, and then recently it was prosthetics. And what's in store in the future?
I really think technology is going to play a big part, because to attract audiences to a theatre, you have to make films which are eventful or which have an amazing substance. To make them eventful, I think technology-driven films will also come over. Like you have in Hollywood, the blockbuster films are mostly technology-driven. And then there is, of course, serious cinema, which is content-driven, which is story-based driven, or made for the Oscars. They're very specific with their target audience. So we will have all kinds of cinemas, but I think the event cinema, the big cinema, Bahubali, cinema like that, I think will require a lot more technology. I think that step is still to be finished. It started, like you said.
I was just about to ask you about Tollywood and Telugu films, because Tollywood is growing by leaps and bounds now. So how do you admire Telugu cinema?
I don't get chance to see too often, but whatever little I know and I hear, I truly believe the cinema here has superior content. They tell very good stories. Of course, we always will have the commercial popular cinema, which will all be similar everywhere, and it's very good. I think it's very commendable. But I think in terms of content, there is a huge innovation here, that you have new stories to tell. I think the audience is accepting of that. In Hindi cinema, I think the base being broader, it becomes difficult to cater to the whole area, So it's very commendable, and I really appreciate what people in Telugu cinema are doing.
Do you have some good friends in Tollywood?
I meet often, when I'm here. When I was here for, Ram was here, and then yesterday I met, I call her Chinu, Mahesh Babu's wife. I couldn't meet them yesterday at dinner. There were so many people, I wanted to spend some time with them. But when I come here, mostly it is for work. But yeah, whenever I'm here, they're very kind to me. I think Venkatesh sir was here yesterday, and they're all very kind to me. Yeah.
So, and finally, I want to finish off with a small rapid fire, Shah Rukh. So, which film gave you the title Badshah?
I think the film
I believe not Badshah, but it was something before that only. No?
No, I think it was Badshah only. I think so, yeah.
Okay, your first big break?
I think Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, but it didn't release first. That was the first film by Mr. GPCP.
Your best on-screen pair?
I think I've been nice with lots of ladies.
Yes, but...
I think everybody likes Kajol and me. And I think Juhi and myself, we've done some really nice films. I enjoyed doing the comedies with Juhi, and I think emotional, socially relevant, social family dramas with Kajol.
The most successful multi-starrer you've done?
I think will be Karan Arjun, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I can't calculate it because Happy New Year also was did quite well. But I think in terms of everything, Karan Arjun with Salman. Yeah.
Your favorite Tollywood star?
I'm very friendly with Ram, so I like him.
Your unfulfilled dream?
You know, to make Indian cinema which people love internationally. It's not an unfulfilled dream, it's a desire I would like to fulfill, yeah.
And what's that one constant request from your fans?
I mean, I don't know, they want to touch my dimples, so I don't know.
Okay. And finally, what to SRK is larger than life?
I think nothing is larger than life. You know, life itself is, I think, the biggest thing you can have, to be honest. Because it's got so many differences. Every day life is so different, so beautiful, so sad, so happy, so magnanimous, so sometimes quiet.
It's a complete package.
Yeah, I think you know, if you it's got its own vicissitudes, it's got its own highs and lows, and I think it's like a full drama. It's like a full Hindi pot boiler film. So there's so much in life. There's nothing larger than life, I think.
It was great talking to you, Shah Rukh.
Thank you, thanks, Dipti.
Wish you come back to Hyderabad very often.
I will. I'll ask Mahesh Babu to please call me for dinner or lunch. I have to come to and spend time with Chino.
Thanks a lot and wish you good luck.
Thank you, Dipti.